Well, I'm on a roll. Okay, pop culture, the group. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay. All right. Hey everyone, how's it going tonight? Just peachy. All right, there we go. I'm just sharing to a bunch of groups here. All right, remembering. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right, I'll be with you in a minute. I'm just. All right, lovely birthday wishes, birthdays, happy birthday wishes, boom, birthday notifications, today's birthday friends. All right, beer. All right, okay. Craft beer group, Houston craft beer lovers. All right, craft beer association, beer geek society, lovers of craft beer. All right, honest craft beer reviews. Bill Murray and beer night. Hey people, how's it going? Yeah, all right. So let's see here. Lou, friends who like Lou Ferrigno fan club, dedication. All right, Lou Ferrigno. All right, the Natural Hulk. All right, there we are. Okay, cigar, Burlington cigar smokers. Cigar Smokers of Michigan, International Cigar Smokers. Gurkha. Gurkha. All right. So, okay, what have we had here? So, retro. All right, 80s retro. Boom. 80s retro station. Yeah. Okay. So, let's see. Star Wars, okay. Star Wars, Mos Eisley Cantina, Star Wars fan page. All right, Waylon Jennings. All right. So yeah, okay. All right. Outlaw, Waylon Jennings and friends. Waylon Jennings still going strong. Face page. All right. Let's see here. Don't take me down the highway. All right. Bongos. Congas and bongos. Bongos. All right. So anyways, yeah, how's everybody doing tonight? I'll be with you in a second. Blog. Blogger's blog. All right. Blog service. There we go. Share your blog post. Share your blog post. All right. Blogger community. All right, so Rock. Okay. Forgot the most important of all, Van Halen. All right, Van Halen. All right, there we go. All right, Van Halen Nation. Okay. Classic TV shows and series, classic movies and TV. All right, so music and memories, WWF Classic. All right, okay, I think I gotten everybody there. All right, so anyways, yeah. Okay, all right, everyone. Yeah, so let's see here. All right, so so how's everyone tonight? Okay, so let me see. I'm going to share this to my profile. Fuck. All right. Share now, public. All right. Share to your story, public. All right. So, more options. Share to a group. All right. And so, yeah. R.I.P. Jerry Lee Lewis. There we go. Yeah. All right, people. Okay. All right. Whoa. Come on. All right, Larry. More options, share to a group. All right. Sarnia. All right. You gotta love Sarnia 2.0. All right. Okay. Hey. All right. So, anyways, yeah. All right. Okay, people. Yeah, I see you out there. All right. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live. It is version 5.0. It is episode 266, Sunday, September 4th, 2023. Oh, excuse me. All right. And yeah, you're going to see that fly through your screen a couple of times tonight. So anyways, yeah, this is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 266, Sunday, September 24th, 2023. I'm Jim. I will give you my intro. Welcome to Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 266. Big Jims Blogcast Live airs Sundays on Facebook, the occasional Fridays and Wednesdays. We're in our 5th year as Big Jims Blogcast Live, debuted back in 2018. Big Jims Blogcast Live does craft beer reviews, over 200 and counting. Tonight's craft beer is called Lederhosen Marzen Beer by the Black Gold Brewery in Petrolia, Ontario, Canada. I'll be opening that up real soon. Like we do craft beer reviews from breweries right across, like Sarnia, right across Ontario, right across Canada. We pair it with a good cigar. That's what I got going on here tonight. This is a good cigar. It's a Gurkha bourbon flavored. So I'll get that started up. All right. Excuse me. So anyways, yeah. And we pair it with a spirit, and we're pairing it tonight with like Crown Royal Vanilla. So, yes. So we talk about, if you're new here, we talk about classic movies, classic TV, classic sci-fi, classic pro wrestling. Classic rock. This week in Van Halen history, we cube the Rubick. We got bongo solos. We talk about our local events near you, countdowns, birthday shoutouts to our friends. Retro, classic, nostalgia, yesteryear are the buzzwords here. Big Jims Blogcast Live is seen in the U.S. and Canada. And also seen worldwide from the UK, Australia, Mexico, France, Spain, Germany, and so on. Thank you for watching. Tune us in. Tune us on and tune us in. Enjoy the show. Politics and religion are banned here. One more thing. I'm going to remind everybody tonight that Big Jims Blogcast Live is not spam. Like us, share us, subscribe to us as Big Jims Blogcast Live. Will go out later on, the audio version will go out later on the Spotify, Apple Podcast, and all these audio listening platforms you listen to your podcast to, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. So cheers, and here we go. I am going to do a little bit more sharing here. All right. So anyways, yeah. All right. Hold on here. All right. So, yeah. All right. So we've got like our, so we will, like I said, and I'll point out to a disclaimer. I may say a few bad, dirty words like shit, damn, screw, fuck, yeah. So be forewarned. We'll all right. So, okay. So be forewarned. There we go. Whoops. Supporting Sarnia 2.0. Sarnia Bad Neighbors. There we go. Jerry. All right. All right. Okay. Wrestling nerds. Wrestling fans. Oh, yeah. Rubik's Cube. Okay, we got it. All right. Rubik's Cube, buy and sell. Okay, okay. All right. All right. So there we go. It's a few more. Okay, so Cigar Society of Toronto, Star Wars. Let's see. All right. So, anyways. Okay. So, yeah. Hey, Ann. Jason. All right. Okay. So, we're going to switch back to Big Jims Blogcast Live. All right. So, okay. All right. So, don't take me down the highway. Switch. There we go. All right. So, don't mind me. Okay. So, anyways. All right. So, we're back. Okay. So, anyways. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Yeah. So, we got our intro down. We're going to do a lot of bongo solos tonight. Boom. All right. So, like I said, where's my lighter? This is a good cigar. Good evening, Debbie and Larry. All right. Glad you could join us for episode 266 on Sunday, September 24th, 2023. All right, I got a good cigar here going. It's a Gurkha bourbon flavored. So, anyways, we're going to get to our craft beer review tonight. We've got birthday shout-outs. We're going to cube the Rubick, countdowns, local events. We'll look at Dave, there you go. Hey, buddy, how's it going? We're going to look at the 1979 sci-fi movie Star Odyssey, Season 6 of the Dukes of Hazzard, my career, the Part 1 of Jake the Snake Roberts' career, Lou Ferrigno, Jack Porkins from like Star Wars, Rockstar Plane Crashes, Jim Croce, an 8-track classic, Are You Ready for the Country by Waylon Jennings, and This Week in Van Halen History. So here we go. We're going to have, all right. So, okay, boom, bongo solo here. All right. So, yeah, this is Big Jims Blogcast Live version 5.0, episode 266. Sunday, September 4th, 24th, 2023. All right, so we'll get to our craft beer. Our craft beer for tonight. It is called Lederhosen Marzen Beer by the Black Gold Brewery in Petrolia, Ontario, Canada. Now, I'm trying this for the very first time tonight. I've got one of their glasses. Now, before we go, I'm going to explain to you a bit of my rating system here. All right. So my craft beer reviews, they're from 10 to 1. 10 being outstanding, awesome, excellent, very good, above average, average, below average, not very good, terrible, and awful. The smiley face and the happy face there. So anyways, here we go. All right. Okay. So, and I do give it a rate, like I said. What am I going to give it? Like a 9, a 2, a 5, a 10? Well, you guys better stay tuned. All right, so, okay, so there we go. There's our craft beer. There's a close-up of it. All right, okay. So, all right. So as I'm trying it for the very first time tonight, I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So, all right. So, oh yeah, right on. So anyways, here we go with like our all right, I'm pouring it. Look at that. Look at the thickness of that. All right. So, okay, here we go. All righty. So, trying it for the very first time tonight. I give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So, yeah, you guys didn't see me last weekend. It was a busy weekend, even though. So, here we go. Wow. All right, that's different. Let me read you what they have in the can. Prost, a smooth German lager that deftly balances rich malt character with clean drinkability. Toasty, doughy, aromatics linger with the supporting floral hop spice in our seasonal Oktoberfest offering. Well, okay, well you can definitely taste all that in there. As it goes down, Mm. Mm. Okay. There's no unpleasant aftertaste to it, I'll give it that. All right. So, yeah, Black Gold Lederhosen Marzen beer by the Black Gold Brewery in Petrolia, Ontario, Canada. And they have some great beers on tap there, too. So, I brought back up. All right. So, I'll just top this puppy up. All right. So, okay. So, there we go. All right. And I do, like I said, I give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. And when I do these craft beer reviews, I just don't go, well, it's very exquisite tasting craft beer. It's very unique and ubiquitous. Well, I don't. I just go with my gut on that. And so, and my gut says so far, it's all right. So, it's going to take me all the blogcast to get a read on that. So, anyways, yeah. So, yeah! All right. So, there we go. Okay. Yeah, and like I said, I'm chasing it down with like Crown Royal Vanilla. All right. Good combo. All right. So, okay. Oh yeah, and a couple of more things here before we get going here. All right. So, if you're ever in like a craft brewery in Ontario or the LCBO, pick this one up. It's called the Growler. It's your Ontario craft beer guide, and it'll tell you everything. It'll tell you about every craft beer in Ontario, craft brewery in Ontario is listed in here. You can get it for $3 at any craft brewery and any LCBO. Excuse me. So, all right. Okay. And also, all right, sorry. Here's some like craft beer lollipops, chocolate and pill, available at your local nearest candy store. So go out and pick those up. All right, let's get going here. So we've got some birthday shout outs to attend to. All right, that is a good cigar. So we're going to cube the Rubick. Our blogcast ID, I want to make sure. All right, so I'm going to be reminding everybody, throughout the blogcast tonight, that Big Jims Blogcast Live is not spam. Like us, share up, subscribe to us. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms. Or listen to your podcast too. Plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. And I want to give shouts out to you watching the Port Elgin Sarnia groups, especially Sarnia Rocks, supporting Sarnia 2.0. Michelle, you guys rock. All the Lizards Bar and Grill, pop culture, retro classic nostalgia groups, all the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal group, the craft beer, cigars, the Star Wars, the pro wrestling, the blogs, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubiks. Tonight, the Dukes of Hazzard, Lou Ferrigno, Jim Croce, and Waylon Jennings groups. Right on, people. So, yeah, we can get going now. All right. Good cigar here. I got it at the Riverfront Cigars in Sarnia. It is a Gurkha Hartfield & Co. bourbon flavored cigar. So, all right. All right, so we get to that time. All right, so anyways, now, for those of you who don't know what this is, for you young people under 30 that don't know what this is a Rubik's Cube. It was a popular toy in the 80s. Now, all year long, I've been trying to get one side, the blue side. So in 20 turns, I do 20 turns. So I'm going to try and get the blue side in 20 turns. I'm going to do this about 3 times tonight. This is the first of 3 times. So here we go. Drum roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So as you can see, I didn't get all blue side. So, but I'm going to tell you guys, I've got like I'm doing a last blogcast for the year in November, and if I don't get all blue, I'm going to tear this apart. Hold me to my word. I'm going to tear this apart on air and put it all back to its original sides, all colors, all the same colors, same sides. So there you go. You can. And I'll put it back in my big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug. All right. So there you go. Okay. So we're gonna get. All right. All right. Oh man, that is a good cigar. It is a Gurkha Hartfield and Company bourbon tipped. Got that from Riverfront Cigars right here in Sarnia. All right, so we are going to do some birthday shout-outs here now. All right, are you ready? Okay. All right, so anyways, birthday shout-outs from September 18th to the 24th. Dave Price, Candace Henry, Carol McJohnson Fadden, Kristen Bohr, Kimberly Dawn, Maurice Byers, Brian Baumier, Shelley Ambrose, Tim Bernard, Dave Granger, Paul Hogarth, Kim Kelter, Tanya Sari, Teresa Carr, Doug Dunn. All right, happy birthday, everyone, from Big Jims Blogcast Live. I hope you guys have had a happy birthday. Just checking out. It's your day. You can your day. All right, so it's your day to celebrate. Do whatever you want. I hope you had a very happy birthday. So happy birthday, everyone, from Big Jims Blogcast Live. All right, boom, here we go. Good cigar. Yeehaw! All right, first of many times a General Lee will fly through the air. So good cigar there. It's accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla on ice, on the rocks. Our craft beer for tonight, it is called Lederhosen Marzen Beer, and it is by the Black Gold Brewery in Petrolia, Ontario, Canada. They produce some winning beers. I'm trying it for the very first time tonight. Good smooth aftertaste. Yeah, you can really the aromatics. Yeah, they are right. The rich malt character, toasty, doughy. Right now, it's going to take me all blogcast long to figure it out, and I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around, feel free to throw out a number. So we're all about audience participation here at the blogcast. So, all right. So, yeah, we got a lot of stuff on tap for tonight. Yeehaw! All right. So, all right. So there we go. Bongo solo here. Boom. All right. So yeah. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 266, September 24th, 2023. Let's get into some countdowns now. All right. Thanksgiving is only 15 days away. Halloween is only 37 days away. Remembrance Day in Canada is 48 days away. Winter is 88 days away. Christmas is 92 days away. Boxing Day is 93 days away. And Daylight Savings Time is 42 days away. Boom. Oh, yeah. It is... We want to say goodbye to the summer. Summer left us yesterday. So, you know what? We'll miss you, summer. So, we are in the fall now. So, all right. All right. So, we will get to some local events here. All right. It is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 266, Sunday, September 4th, 2023. Thank you for being a part of tonight's blogcast. Right on. So, yeah, and before we get to our meat and potatoes here, before we get to some local events, we saw the Expendables 4 over the weekend. More on that when I talk about my the movie star Odyssey. So, all right. Yeah. So anyways, local events here. Now, for the longest time, COVID had a stranglehold on local events. You couldn't go anywhere. The buzzwords were postponed, hiatus, canceled, rescheduled. But that's all done now, so here we go. Saturday night dances, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. at the Sarnia Legion downstairs. The $7 cover charge, classic rock and country. 286 Front Street North runs from September all the way through October. Saturday, September 30th. Wait a minute. Yeah. 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. is the vinyl record sale at Imperial City Brewhouse in Sarnia, 1330 Exmouth Street. Another great little brewery right there with craft beer winners. Used and new vinyl. Metal, rap, country, pop, punk, you know. Saturday, October 21st, 8 p.m. is Smile and Wave, 80s pop tribute band at Ruster. Another great music venue outside of Sarnia. Saturday, November 25th, 8 p.m. The Motley Dudes. This is a Motley Crew tribute at Ruster. So you got to look on the Ruster page for ticket info. Saturday, October 14th is Practically Hip, the Sarnia, at Sarnia Imperial City Brewhouse again. That event is sold out. So, anyways, yeah. Saturday, October 7th, 8 p.m. is Made in Canada, Iron Maiden tribute at Ruster. Tickets, www.ticketscene.ca. Saturday, October 7th, 9 p.m., Beer Store Money. They are going to be playing that. No, I don't. All right. So, all right. Beer Store Money, great band. They're going to be playing their Hibernation show at Twisted Arm in Sarnia. It's $5 at the door. Friday, October 20th, 7:30 p.m. at Imperial City Brewhouse is the Rhythm Junkies. There's no cover charge. They are a great band. Sunday, October 1st, 2023, 2 p.m. is Paints and Pints. It's beer, pumpkins, paint, and brushes at the Sarnia Imperial City Brewhouse. It's $70 per person. Sunday, October 24th it is. 12 p.m. at the day. No. Yeah, let me see. October. Wait a minute. Yeah, October 22nd. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sunday, October 22nd is the Dante Club Spooktacular Halloween Market. Trick or treats, costumes, shopping, free entry. It runs from 12 p.m. Right up until like 9 p.m. Right on. So, all right. So, anyways, yeah. That is it for local events. Yeehaw! Boom. All right, you get that? All right. So, anyways, yeah. All right. So, anyways, all right. So, and that deserves a bongo solo in itself. All right. So, okay. All right. Good cigar there. It is a Gurkha Hartfield and Company bourbon laced cigar. I'm pairing that off. I got it like good Crown Royal vanilla. All right. So, all right. Good show here. And tonight's craft beer, it is called all right. Black Gold Brewery is called Lederhosen Marzen Beer by the Black Gold Brewery in Petrolia, Ontario, Canada. Oh yeah, I almost forgot there. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, share. All right, send in messenger. All right, I gotta look for them. All right. Whoa. Black Gold Brewing Company. Send. There we go. All right. There we are. Black Gold Brewery. All right. So, anyways, there we are. Yeah, tonight's craft beer. All right, Lederhosen Marzen beer by the Black Gold Brewery in Petrolia, Ontario, Canada. Trying this for the very first time tonight, and so far so good. There's no unpleasant aftertaste to it. I even got one of their glasses here. So, all right. So, anyways, yeah, Black Gold Brewery. I'm going to top it up. All right. So, and I did bring backup. So, yeah. All right. Okay. And like I said, I do give this beer a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here, sticking around, I'm going to decide whether it's a spring, summer, fall, or winter beer. Very crisp, very like loose tasting aftertaste to it. Goes down smoothly. Yeah, so I give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here sticking around, feel free to throw out a number. So if it matches up with mine, that's great. Oh, all right. All right. So yeah, and feel free. All right. So anyways, okay. So anyways, as I'm going to remind everybody tonight, this blogcast is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms. Listen to podcasts too, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast live at youtube.com. And I want to give shouts out to everybody watching in the Sarnia, Port Elgin groups, especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Supporting Sarnia 2.0, all the pop culture, retro, classic nostalgia groups, all the Van Halen, classic rock, hard rock groups, Waylon Jennings groups, the craft beer cigars, Star Wars, pro wrestling, Blogspot, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Lou Ferrigno, Jim Croce, Jake Roberts. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. All right. All right. So, anyways, okay. So, let's see. It'll. Okay. So I guess not. So. All right. So yeah. Once again, it is Big Jims Blogcast. Oh, there we go. Whoops. Jake the Snake Roberts, pick your poison. All right. So, anyways, okay. All right. Okay. So, I got this movie on right now. Yeah. It's a good night. It is Sunday, September 24th, 2023. This is a Big Jims Blogcast Live, episode 266. Okay. So, share. And, yeah, so thank you for tuning in. So, all right. That deserves a bongo solo in itself. Boom. All right. So we don't. Okay. So, anyways, yeah. All right. Good cigar here is a Gurkha Hartfield and Company bourbon flavored cigar. So, anyways, all right. So now we get into our movie. All right. It is called Star Odyssey. All right. So this was released October 26, 1979. Here's a couple of stills from the movie. All right. There's like one there. All right. There's another still from the movie. All right. And there's another picture from the movie. All right. So, anyways, Now, the cast: Yonte Summer is Irene, Gianno Garco is Dirk Laramie, Melissa Longo is Bridget, Chris Aravon is Shania. It was directed by Alfonso Brescia. It's an Italian-based. Well, it was filmed in Italy. Again, this director said that he publicly said he'd never seen the movie Star Wars. So basically, the plot of this movie: in the year 2312, a group of aliens auction off insignificant planets. An evil alien, Croce, wins the planet SOL-3, Earth. He hides. He goes to Sol-3, and he also meets the alien beings on Sol-3. Chris starts recruiting slaves for his robot army. Professor Mori, his handful of humans and robots, set out to defend Sol-3 from Croce and his robot army and reclaim the planet. They destroy the alien ship after discovering its weakness in its metal. Now, Croce, after leaving defeated, he retreats from the planet and sells it at a space auction for a profit. So does this remind you of any movie? I got it on right now, and the budget, like the special effects, here we go. Star Odyssey, there you go, the laser sword and everything. Does this remind you of another movie? It should. Star Wars. So, anyways, as you can imagine, it quickly died out at the box office. And I did post several clips from the movie on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page, so look for it, like it. It's if you've got an hour and a half to kill, check this movie out on Tubi. So yeah. So anyways, all right. So So I figured once we're on bad movies, I would tell you about. All right. I am going to tell you about. All right. Again, Star Odyssey. I posted several clips of it on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page, so look for it. But now, I want to tell you, I'm going to rant about the Expendables 4, which the girlfriend and I saw last night. All right. And I'm going to give away some spoilers here. Trust me, I'm doing you guys a favor. So this is like one of the movies I have, Expendables 2. Great series. Expendables 4, Expendables don't. It's an expendable. It's an expended don't. Okay? So, it, oh my God. Stallone fakes his own death in this. I was disappointed at the Expendables 4. This is bombing at the box office as we speak. The Expendables 4. It had it stars 50 Cent as Easy Day, Megan Fox, Jason Statham is there, Randy Couture as Toll Road, Dolph Lundgren, Megan Fox is in it. Andy Garcia is in it, as the villain. You know what? The big news at the box office right now is that the Expendables 4, and I know this is the Expendables 2. I have one. This is a good movie actually. Expendables 1, 2, and 3 were good, but Expendables 4, that's an expended don't. Okay, and trust me. You guys, I'm doing you guys a huge favor if you want. It's a good movie to shut off your brain with and enjoy. But there's some, why not? Stallone, if you're watching this, why not put The Rock in it? Why not put Tom Cruise in it? Why not put Hulk Hogan in it? Seriously, dude. Or Carl Weathers. Or Mr. T. Or Tom Selleck. Or Eddie Murphy. Or Johnny Depp, or even Clint Eastwood. Why not put those guys in the movie? Or John Travolta, Vin Diesel, Jack Nicholson, Pierce Brosnan. Bring back Harrison Ford, Bruce Willis, Linda Hamilton, Sigourney Weaver, Charles Bronson, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Kevin Costner, Chuck Norris, Steven Seagal, Kurt Russell. Bring them back, dude. Like, I mean, Expendables 4, Expenda don't. So, all right. So I warned you guys about that. All right. That's my little rant on it. And you know what? It's a good, like, Expendables 4, like I said, it's bombing at the box office. That's the big news. Plus, it was 9 years in between, like, Expendables 3 and Expendables 4. Plus some, like, it's a weak script. So, yeah, Lance Hendrickson. So, but, you know what? If you want to go see it, go see it. But don't say I didn't warn you. So, it's like about an hour and a half of your life you're never going to get back. So, all right. So, that's my little rant on that is done. All right. So, yeah. And Megan Fox, sorry, she is not believable as like an ass-kicking, you know, gun-toting like expendable. Linda Hamilton, Sigourney Weaver. Those two names come to mind when like when I pair them up with the Expendables. Excuse me. All right. Yeehaw! All right. The General Lee flying through the air. All right. So, anyways, yeah, our craft beer for tonight. Got a good cigar. It's accompanied by a Gurkha bourbon flavored Hetfield and Company cigar. It's accompanied. We've got Crown Royal Vanilla. All right. The craft beer for tonight. It is called. All right. So. Lederhosen Marzen beer by the Black Gold Brewery in like Petrolia, Ontario, Canada. A great brewery right outside, like right in Petrolia. Trying this for the very first time tonight. I'm going to say right off, this is a good summer beer. It is a good summer beer. So there's no unpleasant aftertaste to it. This like good spring and summer beer. So. And fall. I'm going to start it off with this good spring, summer, and fall beer. So, yeah, and I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. I'm going to top it up here. Danny Trejo. There's a good one. Yes, Danny Trejo. Yeah, fuck. All right. So, yeah, fuck. Like, I mean... Why not? Danny Trejo. All right. So anyways, all right. So as we continue on now, I can't see Shatner. I can see Shatner in a non-combat role in like as like the head of like the CIA or something like that, but I just can't see him kicking ass with the Expendables. He might die of a heart attack on the set if he did any action. So, yeah. All right. So, anyways, it is Big Jims Blogcast Live version 5.0, episode 266, Sunday, September 4th, 2023. All right. So now we get to... all right. We get to... season 6 of the Dukes of Hazzard. All right. And, okay. So here we go. We got season 6 of the Dukes of Hazzard. They are, yes. So, all right. Okay. So anyways, let me lay all this out for you here. All right. So we've recovered. All right. As you remember, last season, we had like the previous season before us, we had the Coy and Vance. They were there, but they're gone now. But still, season 6 of the Dukes of Hazzard. All right, from the Dukes of Hazzard like complete collection over here, the box set. All right, so Um, yeah. All right. So, anyways, we've got that. Bo and Luke are back full time this season. All right. So, and here's the principal cast of like the Dukes of Hazzard. We've got like John Schneider as Bo Duke, Tom Wopat as Luke Duke, Catherine Bach as Daisy Duke, Denver Pyle as Uncle Jesse Duke, James Best as Sheriff Roscoe P. Coltrane, Sorrel Book as Boss Hogg, Ben Jones as Cooter Davenport, Sonny Schreier as like Deputy Ian Strait, and we've also got the Balladeer, Waylon Jennings as the Balladeer. So, all right. So, anyways, okay. So, all right. So we got the Dukes of Hazzard season 6. I got to admit, by this time, the Dukes are in a downward spiral on the network. There, season 6 went from September 23rd, 1983, for March 30th, 1984, for 22 episodes. Now, Dukes of Hazzard premiered season, like CBS premiered season 6 of the Dukes of Hazzard on Friday, September 23rd, 1983. Everything is eventually back to normal as John Schneider and Tom Wopat and Warner Brothers came to an agreement from last season and are back full time. So with the 22 episodes, I got to admit, I think I outgrew as a kid. I was like 13, 14 at the time. I outgrew Dukes of Hazzard. I had to go back and rewatch all these like season 6 because I was barely home. I mean, I went out and partied with my friends on Friday nights, and the last thing I wanted to do was stay at home on Friday nights. But yeah, one of the sticking points was Tom Wopat and John Schneider wanted better scripts. Trust me, guys, you're in your downward spiral right now. You ain't gonna get better scripts than what you get. Beggars can't be choosers. Like we've got like my watchable episodes, and I realized, okay, so we've got, all right, so our favorite episode, like my episodes, we've got like Too Many Roscoes, Brotherly Love, Targets Daisy and Lulu, Twin Trouble, Enos's Last Chance, Harris Daisy Duke, Play It Again Luke, and episode 16 and 17, Undercover Dukes Part 1. All right, so, okay. So, gripping drama, as you can guess, like, fuck. So, we even had some impressive, like, guest stars on season 6. We had Clancy Brown, all right. Let's see. We had, like, Richard Mall from Night Court, the big guy from Night Court. We had Danny Cooksey, Charles Napier, who was a guest star on season 6. Herbert Jefferson Jr., Terry Labonte, Lydia Cornell, Stephanie Kramer, who would like go on to fame as like Sergeant McCall on Hunter, Leslie Easterbrook, Hal Williams. So, all right. So, anyways, yeah. So with season 6, Dukes have had like CBS. Like I said, they put it in the Friday night time slot, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's competition. All right, you got that. You've got over on NBC was Mr. Smith, about an ape that goes to Washington, and Jennifer Slept Here. All right, and on ABC was Benson and Webster. So there's the whole lineup there. Now, usually Dukes would like win out on Friday nights. All right. Yeehaw! Usually the Dukes of Hazzard would be like the 700-pound gorilla ratings monster on Friday nights for CBS, but not so this season. Like I said, they were in a downward spiral. They were once they once ruled the Friday night time slot, but now they were dying. They knew it. Everybody knew it. Everybody in the television industry knew it. That they were they were on their downward spiral. Networks send shows now. Now networks, when they want to get rid of a show, they send it to Friday night to get rid of it, to cancel it. So, and the Dukes of Hazzard was no different. The Coy and Vance stigma was still there. They ended season 6 with a 16.4 million viewers. They ranked number 36. And that was last season. They were like number 20. The seasons before, they were a top 10 show. They're no longer a top 10 TV show. The Dukes of Hazzard were on borrowed time. And I did post several of season 6 highlights of the Dukes of Hazzard on my Facebook page and my Blogcast page. So, all right. So, like I said, I was a teenager. Last thing I wanted to do was stay at home on a Friday night and watch TV when I could go out and party with my friends. So, all right. All right. It is season 6 of the Dukes of Hazzard. There we have Tom and John back as Bo and Luke Duke. All right. So, from the Dukes box set. All right. So, yeah. Okay. All right. So, we've got all the cast ready. Okay. And Bo and Luke are back, but that's not going to save the show. All right. So, yeah. My hands on you. All right. So, yeah. Okay. So, all right. So, yeah. Okay. And like I said, I did post season 6 highlights of the Dukes of Hazzard on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page. And yeah, I mean, I distinctly remember my dad coming when I got home from like a dance or like a movie or anything. My dad said to me one time, "Oh yeah, you missed the Dukes of Hazzard tonight." And it's like, "Oh, okay, is that show still on?" All right, and that when a long-running show, when you're at that reaction, it's in trouble. Which basically they were, like I said, they were on borrowed time they were, yeah. Yeehaw! All right. So, okay. All right. So, okay. Yeah, it is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 266. It is Sunday, September 4th, 2023. Last weekend you didn't see me. I was at, the Comic-Con. Yeah, I was, at London Comic-Con 2023 with the girlfriend. And, there was okay. So, and, yeah. So, and I met this guy. All right. Jake the Snake Roberts. Okay. But, and here's, the picture of me and Jake. All right. I got to meet, somebody, growing up. All right. So, anyways, we have Jake the Snake Roberts Career Highlights Part 1. So, anyways, a bit about the London Comic-Con. Lou Ferrigno and Jake Roberts were there. A bunch of other people. That was my first Comic-Con. And we had a good time there. And I also met Dave Foley from News Radio and Kids in the Hall. But yeah, I wanted to meet this guy. So, which I did. All right. So, now he debuted in 1974. Retires in 2018. Billed from Stone Mountain, Georgia. Height 6'6", weight 249 pounds. All right. So, anyways, yeah, there we go. All right. No, he did not have his snakes with him. All right. So he begins his career in 1974, first as a referee, then wrestler for Mid-South Wrestling, for Mid-Atlantic Wrestling, Georgia Championship Wrestling, Stampede Wrestling in Calgary, World Class Championship Wrestling, where he feuds with Junkyard Dog and Ron Garvin, the Von Erichs and Dick Slater. Now, his WWF career basically almost spanned 10 years. He debuted with like the WWE on March 8th, 1986. Like, what hasn't been said about this man? So his major feuds were with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Well, okay, Rick Martel, the model. He was a part of the Legion of Doom back in like the old NWA. He had feuds with the Ultimate Warrior, Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man. He had a feud with The Undertaker, a feud with like Earthquake, who squashed one of his snakes, a feud with like Randy Macho Man Savage. He feuded with like Hulk Hogan, and he also feuded with Andre the Giant. So, yeah, and he also feuded with Rick Rude, who had Honky Tonk Man. Now, he lost out on big money feuds with Hulk Hogan because, like, the crowd, as Vince McMahon, the owner of the WWE, sat in the crowd for the Vince and for a Jake Roberts Hogan match, and they discovered that the crowd was actually cheering on Jake Roberts more. So, okay, so that feud was scrapped. Randy Savage, oh my God, the feud with like Randy Savage, letting him bite the snake, or the snake biting him on the. You'd have to see it to believe it, because I posted several career highlights of Jake Roberts on my blogcast page and my Facebook page. He got smashed with a guitar from Honky Tonk Man. He almost had a feud with the Ultimate Warrior. Like I said, Ultimate Warrior quit before like they could get it going. So WrestleMania 8 against Undertaker was Jake Roberts' last match with the WWE and left the WWE. Jake Roberts wanted a writing position. It was promised to him by Vince McMahon. After Pat Patterson, Vince's right-hand man and head writer, stepped down. And out of respect to Pat, Vince kept that spot vacant, never to be filled. Jake Roberts felt betrayed and threatened to no-show WrestleMania 9 if he couldn't get released from his contract. Vince released him, and then that closed the door temporarily. So, and then he went to WCW in 1992. So, as I as I met Jake Roberts, I asked him about are you did the snakes ever did the animal rights groups ever come after you and the snakes, ever come after you in the WWE by the treatment of the snakes? And he said, oh yeah, it was a pain in the ass. And he said there were like a few protesters and all that. And then I asked him about the Ultimate Warrior. We had a good talk for about 20 minutes. There's the close up there. But it considerably aged him, and I got a picture with him. A good guy, you know what? One of my icons growing up. So, excuse me. All right, so yeah, I asked him about the Ultimate Warrior. I asked him about the Rick Rude feud. So. Just had to relight that cigar there. All right. All right. So, anyways, yeah, okay. Yeah, so he was a good guy. All right. So, all right. Yeah, he was a good guy. All right. And, oh, excuse me there for a minute. We're going to do a little bit more sharing. We get it up to 100. All right. So, yeah. Nope. All right. So, all right. There we go. Okay. All right. Just doing a few more sharing here. All right. Okay. All right. So, yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So, yeah. Big Jims Blogcast Live. All right. All right. Okay, yeah, because he was a good guy. Time was limited. Yeah, we went over his career retrospective. So, yeah, there we go. All right. Again, he's feuded with, like, Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan. Okay. So, okay. The Macho Man, Randy Savage. Yeah, all right. So, and I gotta say, like, he said that the most easiest match was that WrestleMania match with Rick with the Martel. It was a blindfold match, and I watched that match too. They worked it out between like the between themselves. They had shawls over their head, but they could see. Like, I mean, no problem. And the Ricky the Dragon Steamboat feud. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I asked him about that too. He DDT'd them on. He DDT'd Ricky Steamboat on the concrete floor. The bookers wanted him to do it. That order came straight from Vince McMahon. Even Ricky Steamboat agreed to it. And Jake Roberts didn't want to do it. Holy shit. So, that was badass. All right. So, anyways, yeah. And I posted several of his, like I said, I posted several of his career highlights on my blogcast page and my Facebook page. So, this is part 2 of Jake the Snake Roberts. Will be next weekend. Good cigar here is a Gurkha Hartfield and Company bourbon flavored. I've got like a craft beer going on tonight. New craft beer is accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. Yeah, all right. So, all right. We've got tonight's craft beer. It is called Lederhosen Marzen beer by the Black Gold Brewery in Petrolia, Ontario, Canada. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. Great beer, good beer so far. I already said it was a spring, summer, and fall beer. I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here, you're sticking around, and you want to like throw out a number, feel free to do so because this is a damn good beer. Oh yeah. Floral, oh man. Yeah, thirsty, doughy aromatics, rich malt character. All right, so yeah, it's a good poker beer when you're sitting with your buddies playing poker. So, all right. Okay, so yeah, all right. Okay, so anyways, as we get on with that, let's see here. Now, for my second attempt tonight, I'm going to cube the Rubick. You know the drill if you've been watching. I've been doing this all year long. I've been trying to get like the full blue side, 20 turns. And if I don't get the full blue side, I'll do it one more time tonight. All right, here we go. All right. There we go. Blue, 20. 20 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And I did not get the full blue side. I will try and get it on my third attempt tonight. I'll put it back, and it's like big Jims Blogcast live coffee mug. There we go. And if I don't get it, like my last blogcast in November, I will tear this apart on air and restore it to old. Put all the blue and all the full colors on all the sides back together again. So on the big Jims Blogcast live coffee mug, there we go. All right. So yeah. All right. So. All right. I also want to remind everybody tonight. Oh wait. Yeehaw! All right. I want to remind everybody tonight this broadcast is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms where you listen to your podcast too, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at YouTube.com. I want to give shouts out to everybody watching in the Sarnia, Port Elgin groups, especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Supporting Sarnia 2.0. All the pop culture, retro classic nostalgia groups, all the Van Halen hard rock, hair metal classic rock, Waylon Jennings groups, the craft beer, cigars, Star Wars, pro wrestling, Blogspot, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubick's, Lou Ferrigno, Jim Croce, Waylon Jennings, and yeah, this brings us up to our next guy, which I met at the London Comic Con, Mr. Lou Ferrigno. We're going to go over his career highlights, and here's a picture of me with Lou. As you can see, I'm a little bit intimidated. I didn't want to make him angry, so, all right. So Lou, all right, so there we go. Born November 9th, 1951. He's 71 years old. Can you believe that? 71. Born in New York City. He was born with some like 75 to 80% hearing loss. So, which made him, his condition wasn't diagnosed until he was 3 years old. Now, he began reading Spider-Man and Hulk comic books, started weight training at age 13. Steve Reeves was idol. Of course, his bodybuilding titles, he's got numerous bodybuilding titles. 1971, Mr. Pro America. 1972, Mr. Pro America, second place. 1974, IFBB, Mr. International. 1974, IFBB, Mr. Universe, winner. 1974 to 75, Mr. Olympia, where he placed second and third. 1992, Mr. Olympia, 12th place. 1993, Mr. Olympia, 10th place. 1994, Mr. Olympia, Masters, second place. Oh yeah. And of course, you know him from The Incredible Hulk. All right. And one thing was did you know that this guy, remember this guy, Richard Kyle as Jaws from Bond? He tried out as the Incredible Hulk, but the producer's son said that he didn't have the same like depth to the Hulk, same build or anything. So Richard Kyle was fired, and Lou Ferrigno was hired as the Incredible Hulk. And that's one thing we discussed. There we go. All right, there's like him in full green makeup. There's also him right there with Arnold Schwarzenegger competing. Yeah, so, and of course, I did get a chance to ask him about the makeup. Was it ever a pain in the ass at times? And you said, and he went into great detail. We talked for about, again, 20 minutes. He had to spend 10 hours in makeup. They painted him with, there's no CGI at this point. They had to paint him from the toes up, right up to his body. Right up to, you know, all right. Right up with the fake hair, the the forehead, um, the teeth, and the lenses, which were more of a pain in the ass. Sue, how's it going, sweetie? We're just on Lou Ferrigno right now. Yeah, and the contact lenses bothered him so much. He had a great relationship with Bill Bixby, who was his mentor. But he also had another he appeared also. Oh yeah, there we go. There's all right. Hulk man. All right. Fuck. So, anyways, yeah. And there we go. There's all right. So he's also appeared on he's got various film and movie career roles like Pumping Iron, Hercules, Cage, the Hulk in the cameo, the Fall Guy, Trauma Center, King of Queens, the 3 TV Hulk movies, Celebrity Apprentice. He retired from active bodybuilding competition in 1996, but he runs his own business, Ferrigno Fitness, where he's a personal trainer. Who wouldn't want to get personal trained by Lou Ferrigno? And I did and I showed him. He touched my phone the same way with Jake Roberts, as I showed Lou Ferrigno my gym setup. Because I have my own home gym. You know what? All right. So, yeah, and I did post several highlights of Lou Ferrigno's career, including the Incredible Hulk, plus a few other things on my blogcast page and my Facebook page. So, yeah, there we go. It was a pleasure meeting this guy at London Comic Con last. Well, I know hopefully I didn't come off as some fanboy. Yeah, Lou Ferrigno touched my phone. I know, he went through it. Yeah, so did Jake Roberts. So, anyways, yeah, I didn't. So as I showed him my weights and shit like that, and I said to him, I know this isn't what you're used to, but I don't like going to gyms, And he said, no problem. You know what? Keep on doing what you're doing, dude. So he was a nice guy, great guy. So yeah, all right. And I did post several of his career highlights on my blogcast page and my Facebook page. So boom. All right. Okay, this is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 266. It is Sunday, September 24th, 2023. All right. And yeehaw. All right. So, I am thirsty. We've got a good cigar going here. Oh, excuse me. Went down the wrong way. It's a Gurkha Hartfield. Let me get rid of that. Hartfield and Co. Bourbon flavored cigar. All right. Good. Okay. So, anyways. Okay. All right. So, yeah. Gurkha cigar. I've accompanying that is Crown Royal Vanilla. All right. It's a good combo I have here tonight. Tonight's craft beer, it is called Lederhosen Marzen Beer by the Black Gold Brewery in Petrolia, Ontario, Canada. It's a good German beer. I gotta say, it's a good spring, summer, and fall beer. Topping it up, I'm trying it for the very first time tonight. It's a good beer. I already said it's it's a good spring, summer, and fall beer. Good when you were when you're at the poker table with your buddies, or it's a good barbecue beer. All right, so yeah. And damn good. All right. So I do give us a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around, you want to throw out a number, feel free. See if it matches up with mine. So we got good things with this beer. So love Black Gold Brewery. So yeah. All right. So okay. All right. Yeehaw! All right. The General Lee flying through the air. All right. bongo solo here. All right. Okay. Excuse me. Whoa. All right. So, anyways, just doing. All right. So, yeah. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live, episode live version 5.0, episode 266, Sunday, September 24th, 2023. Just want to remind everybody tonight, this blogcast is not spam. The audio version, like us, share it, subscribe to us. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms you listen to your podcast to. Plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. Want to give shouts out to everybody watching in the Sarnia, Port Elgin groups, especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock, supporting Sarnia 2.0. You gotta love Sarnia. All the pop culture, retro, classic, nostalgia groups. All the hard rock, hair metal, Waylon, Jennings, Van Halen groups. All the craft beer, cigar groups. All the Star Wars groups, pro wrestling. All the blog groups. All the classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubick's. Plus the Dukes of Hazzard groups. Lou Ferrigno. Jim Croce, Waylon, Jennings. All right, so as we get to our classic sci-fi character from the Star Wars Encyclopedia. All right, so he is Mr. Jek Porkins. Now he is an X-wing pilot. Now you might remember him from the first Star Wars movie. He is an X-wing pilot. All right, so and him and Rogue Squadron with Luke Skywalker took on a mission to destroy the first Death Star. So, all right. So there we are. He was born on Bestine 5, and was originally a traitor. The Galactic Empire built a base on his home world. He saw the Empire's brutality as he left Bestine 5 and joined the rebellion as a pilot. So he flew many missions for the Tierfan Yellow Aces, and the Rebel Alliance reassigned him, all right, to Yavin 4 under the command of General Antok Merrick. The Battle of Scarif, his call sign was Red 6. He and his squadron engaged the TIE Fighters and Star Destroyers. Meanwhile, while that battle was going on, the Death Star plans were stolen during the battle. Now, the Battle of Yavin, Porkins was designated as a Red 6, and Porkins and Big Darklighter destroyed the Death Star's deflection tower. Debris from the deflection tower hit Porkins' X-wing, and Porkins' X-wing malfunctioned. He cruised over an Imperial laser turret and believed he was safe, but he was killed in turbo laser crossfire. So this is him. His last words were, "No, I'm all right." And I posted more of his backstory on my blogcast page, my Facebook page. Also, clips from the Star Wars movie, him with Luke Skywalker, and the rest of Rogue Squadron. There we go. So, there you go. All right. So, that is Jek Porkins, our classic Star Wars character for tonight. All right. So, okay. All right, so we got a name, yeah. All right, so okay. All right. Yeehaw! All right. Down, and that deserves a bongo solo in itself. Boom. All right. Thank you for watching this weekend. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 266. It is Sunday, September 24th, 2023. As we get to our Rockstar plane crash tonight. But our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by fine Gurkha Hetfield bourbon tipped cigar. All right. Accompanied Our craft beer every night, accompanied by like Crown Royal Vanilla. All right, so our craft beer for tonight, it is called Lederhosen Marzenbier. It is a German beer. It is by the Black Gold Brewery in Petrolia, Ontario, Canada. I'm trying it for the very first time tonight, and damn, it's good. Yeah. Wow. No unpleasant aftertaste to it. Goes down smoothly. It's got a good malt taste to it. Yeah, it's a good spring, summer, and fall beer. Good poker game beer. Good like barbecue beer. I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here, sticking around, you want to throw out a number, see if it matches up with mine, feel free to do so. Right on. So, all right. All right. Okay, if you know who this guy is, it was, all right, Rockstar Plane Crashes. This is Jim Croce. This is his plane. All right. So, this was okay. Now, Jim Croce, Bad Leroy Brown. I got a name, operator. You don't mess around with Jim. Now, his plane crash happened 50 years. So Thursday, September 20th, 1973. That happened last week, 50 years ago. This is the 50th anniversary of his plane crash. Now, Jim Croce, pilots Robert Elliott, Manny Manchin, comedian George Stevens, booking agent Ken Cortese, and road manager Dennis Rast were killed when they chartered Beechcraft E-185, crashed into a tree during takeoff from the Natchitoches Regional Airport in Natchitoches, Louisiana. There we go. Now, Jim Croce was 30 years old when he was flying to Sherman, Texas for a concert. The investigation showed that the twin-engine plane crashed after clipping a piece of tree. Boom! Wham! All right. The pilot failed to gain enough altitude to avoid the tree. Too bad, man. Fuck. And it didn't clear the tree, and it didn't avoid it. It crashed into the tree. It was the only tree in that area, and well after sunset. The National Safety Board, probable cause, it was ruled pilot error due to the downwind takeoff into a black hole, severe darkness, limiting his visual perception. Jim Croce is buried at the Solomon Memorial Park in Fraser, Pennsylvania. His memory lives on. And yeah, so I posted several videos of Jim Croce performing Don't Mess Around with Jim, Bad Leroy Brown, and Operator, and I Got a Name. So yeah, the plane went all right, it took off, it had a tree, boom, crash, game over for Jim Croce. So, yeah, good, excellent songwriter. That could have been avoided. So, and I did post also the plane crash details on my blogcast page and my Facebook page. So look for it. All right. So, all right. Boom. All right. So, okay. Yeehaw! All right. So, yeah. I got a name. All right. So, let's see here. I'm just checking out some notifications here. All right. So, okay. So, yeah. All right. Okay. So, okay. There we are. All right. Okay. Thank you for sharing Big Jim Blogcast Live. It is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 266, Sunday, September 24th, 2023. All right. Mm. 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 All right. Thought I had to relight this guitar or this cigar. Mm. Mm. All right, that's a good cigar there. Yeah, craft beer, good cigar. It's a Gurkha, Hetfield and Company, bourbon flavored cigar. Accompanying that, it is like the Crown Royal Vanilla. Mm. Mm. All right, so yeah. Mm. Mm. Tonight's craft beer, it is called Lederhosen Marzen beer, and is by the Black Gold Brewery in Petrolia, Ontario, Canada. Trying this for the very first time tonight. I'm going to top this up. I've got one of their glasses. They're a great little brewery in Petrolia, Ontario, Canada. Mm. Mm. Oh yeah. Damn good beer. No unpleasant aftertaste. It is good. You can taste the malt in it, the aromatic flavor of it. I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast, so if you're still here and sticking around, feel free to throw it a number. I'll just see if it matches up with mine. It's a good spring, summer, and fall beer, good poker table beer, good barbecue beer, good back deck beer. Right on. So, yeah. All right. So, all right. So, okay. All right. So, yeah. And I want to remind everybody tonight that this blogcast is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms for listening to your podcast to. Plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to give shouts out for you watching the Sarnia Port Elgin groups. Sarnia rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Sporting Sarnia 2.0. You gotta love Sarnia. All the pop culture, retro classic nostalgia groups. All the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, Waylon Jennings groups. Craft beer, cigars. Star Wars, sci-fi, pro wrestling, blog groups. All the classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's Cube. Dukes of Hazzard, Lou Ferrigno, Jim Croce, Waylon Jennings. Right on. Jake Roberts. So, yeah. And as we get to our, bongo solo. Boom. All right. Yeehaw! All right. As we get to our 8-track classic tonight, for most of you who don't know what this is, if you're under 30 or 40, you may not know what this was. This is an 8-track cassette. Now, it died out in the 80s. It was proceeded. In its place came the cassette tape, the compact disc, and then Spotify. So here we go. All right, our Waylon Jennings, Are You Ready for the Country? Now this was released June 1976 on the RCA Victor label. And it was produced by Waylon Jennings and Ken Mansfield. We got the songs Are You Ready for the Country? I'll Go Back to Her, Jack of Diamonds, MacArthur Park, Old Friend, Them Old Love Songs, I'll Go Back to Her, Precious Memories, Can't You See, a couple more years, a good, So Good Woman. Now, Are You Ready for the Country was written by Neil Young. There are 2 covers on here. Are You Ready for the Country? Can't You See, it was a cover. Well, the Marshall Tucker Band did it first. It was by Troy Caldwell. Waylon Jennings, only wrote 1, 2, 3, 4 songs on here. Old Friend, which was written for his old friend, deceased Buddy Holly, who also died in a plane crash. The band, Waylon Jennings on guitar, vocals, Duke Jeff on bass, John Leslie Hugg on guitar, Richie Albright on drums, Billy Gruber at fiddle, Barney Robinson on piano. Now, Are You Ready for the Country, when it was released, went gold. That meant 500,000 copies were sold and went to number 1 on the country Billboard charts and number 34 on the Billboard pop charts. Now, the singles off here, Can't You See, was a top 10 hit. The title track, Are You Ready for the Country, was also a top 10 hit. Old Friend was also a top 10 hit. Like I said, it was an 8-track cassette. So if you don't know that, it would be a couple of years. Like I said, this was 1976. His gig as the balladeer on the Dukes. All right, on the Dukes, there we go. Would be like a couple of years away. So, anyways, yeah, if you get a chance, go on Spotify, because the only way I don't have like any devices that would play this 8-track, but I had to go to Spotify to listen to it. Like a good country album, good vibe there, and yeah, I did post a few clips from Are You Ready for the Country on my Blogcast page, my Facebook page. So, all right, I got it. Ooh. So yeah. All right, so, okay. So anyways, yeah, it is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 266, Sunday, September 24th, 2023. Damn. All right, I got to relight this baby. So, all right, so anyways, yeah. Okay, all right, so don't take me down the highway. All right, so yeah, all right, yeehaw! All right, so yeah. All right. Bongo solo there. Boom. All right. Before we get to my most favorite time in the blogcast, I want to reiterate that this blogcast is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify. Like us, share, subscribe to us. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms, which is a podcast too. Plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to give shouts out to everybody watching in the Sarnia, Port Elgin groups, especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Sporting Sarnia 2.0, you gotta love Sarnia. All the pop culture, retro classic nostalgia groups, all the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, Waylon, Jennings groups. All the craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Wars, pro wrestling, the blog groups, the classic TV and movies, the birthdays, bongos, Rubick's, Dukes of Hazzard, Lou Ferrigno, Jim Croce, Jake Roberts, right on. So, boom. Okay. And tonight's craft beer, accompanied by a Gurkha, fine Gurkha cigar, Hetfield and Company, bourbon flavor. Bourbon tipped. Accompanying my craft beer for tonight is Crown Royal Vanilla. Oh yeah. All right. So. The craft beer for tonight. It is called. Trying it for the very first time tonight, and believe me, it's a good beer. It's called Lederhosen Marzen Beer by the Black Gold Brewery in Petrolia, Ontario, Canada. We're going to top this baby up. Damn good beer. Damn good. All right. And I've even got one of their glasses here, the Black Gold Brewery. It's a good spring, summer, and fall beer. It's got a nice aftertaste to it. Clean, goes down smooth. Good poker beer. When you're playing poker with your buddies, good barbecue beer. Good back deck beer. Yeah. I don't use, when I do these, craft beer reviews, I don't go, well, it's a very fine tasting, exquisite, uptown, yes. No, I don't do that. I just go with my gut, and my gut says it's a good thing. Great beer. And I'm going to give it a rating out of 10 later on, so if you're still here and sticking around, feel free to throw out a number. Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah. All right. So, we get to my most favorite time in the blogcast. It's This Week in Van Halen History from September 18th to the 24th. All right, so September 18th, 1979, Van Halen plays the Northlands Coliseum in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. September 18th, 1994, David Lee Roth plays Sutton Lake in Riverdale, California. September 19th, 1980. Van Halen plays the Sports Arena in LA, California. September 19th, 1995, Van Halen plays the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, Utah. September 20th, 1988, David Lee Roth plays the Meiko Manai Ice Arena in Sapporo, Japan. September 20th, 2017, Sammy Hagar holds a charity payment ceremony for the Kiddo Benefit at El Paso in Mill Valley, California. September 21st, 1982, Van Halen plays the Marriott at Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. September 20th, 2015, Van Halen plays the 360 Amphitheater in Austin, Texas. September 22nd, 1978, Van Halen opens for Black Sabbath at Selland Arena in Fresno, California. September 22nd, 1979, Sammy Hagar opens for Cheap Trick at Memorial Auditorium in Buffalo, New York. September 23rd, 1979, Van Halen plays the Commuter Center in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. September 23rd, 2006, David Lee Roth plays John Ascugaga's Nugget Casino Rose Ballroom in Sparks, Nevada. All right. And that is all for this week in Van Halen history. All right. So, okay. All right. Before we rate the beer, I'm going to cube the Rubick one more time. Fuck. All right. Hold on a sec. Bathroom break. Fuck. All right. All right, back coming right there. All right, so anyways, yeah. All right. Okay, so like I said, before we rate the beer, I am going to cube the Rubick one more time. I'm going to take it out of its holder, big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug there. All right, so 20 turns. I'm going to try and get all blue. I've been working on this all year long. Now, all right, 20 turns. I'm going to try and get off the full blue side. So here we go. Bongo roll. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16, number 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So as you can see, I did not end up with a full blue side. Yeah, so as I've been doing this all year long. If I don't get the full blue side or any other color, solid color, full 9 color, I will tear it apart on my last blogcast in November or December. My last blogcast in November, and I will tear this all apart live on air, and I will restore it to its all full colors, all full sides. So there you go. Boom. All right. All right. So, okay, here we go. Okay, so, yeah. All right. So, okay. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 266, Sunday, September 24th, 2023. Anybody wants to throw out a number, do it right now. And so, all right. So, accompanying it, I'm about to rate the beer. I've got a good cigar here. It is a Gurkha Hetfield and Company bourbon flavored cigar. Accompanied my beer tonight is Crown Royal Vanilla. All right, so, okay. My final thoughts on this beer. This is, all right, Lederhosen Marzen beer by the Black Gold Brewery in Petrolia, Ontario, Canada. All right. All right. It's a damn good beer. It's a good spring, summer, and fall beer. There's no unpleasant aftertaste to it. It really dances around your taste buds. Oh man, fuck. Toasty, doughy. It's a good, like I said, good spring, summer, and fall beer. Good winter beer. Let's go. Fuck yeah. It's an all-round beer. All year round beer. Hold on. All right. Yeehaw! All right, had to get that in there. All year round beer, good poker table beer, good back deck beer. With your hanging out with your buddies. All right, so topping it up, and I'm going to give it one last swig. All right, so what am I going to give it? Oh, man. That is a definite do again. All right, 9 out of 10. All right, 9. Yes, 9. All right. Okay. Nine out of 10. Damn good beer. Well, Susan, you were close. You were very close. Oh yeah, 9 out of 10. Ranks right up there. Fuck, it's awesome. All right, so it's awesome. It's complex, interesting, makes you want more right away. There we go. All right, good. Yes. All right. So yeah. All right, 9 out of 10. Damn. All right. So I gotta communicate that to the boys, to the staff at Black Gold Brewery. All right. So. All right. Let's see. Ooh. All right. So yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. So that was good. Really awesome beer. 9 out of 10. Like I said, I definitely would pick this up again. It is called, pick it up. It's called Lederhosen Marzen beer. It's a seasonal beer though. Yeah. Shit. Fuck. Yeah. Definitely pick this one up. All right. Fuck. Yeah. All right. So. All right. Good cigar there going. That deserves a bongo solo. Boom. All right. So I'm going to give you guys, 9 out of 10. Great beer. Can't say enough about it. Lederhosen Marzen beer. It's only a seasonal beer, so it appears like right now in there at Black Gold Brewery, and then it's going to disappear. So 9 out of 10 beer on that. Good back deck beer. Good, all year round beer. Good poker playing beer. So fuck. Good sporting, it goes good with anything. So, all right. I'm going to give you guys an inspirational, motivational quote. All right. Good cigar there. All right. If a man has enough power, he can speak softly and everyone will listen. If a man has enough power, he can speak softly and everyone listen. All right, well, wait a minute. I'll repeat that. If a man has enough power, he can speak softly and everyone will listen. And that's by Jake Roberts. That quote is by Jake Roberts. So, all right. So, yeah. All right. So, now, I've been getting requests for t-shirts. All right. So, if you want a t-shirt like mine, the logo, baseball jersey, regular, like, or the classic Big Jims Blogcast, you want a plain white t-shirt, any design, inbox me at Big Jims Blogcast Live on Facebook or my regular Facebook profile, and specify what you want. You get a tank top. So I've sent several T-shirts out to a few people that love the T-shirts. They are $35, and that includes shipping and handling. It's 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. So if you want a shirt like mine, you can definitely get a hold of me. We can do e-transfer, money order. So yeah, T-shirts. You inbox me with your details, what you want, and I'll do my best to get that out to you. Just remember, it's $35. Shipping and handling is included. 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. Right on. So, all right. So yeah. Okay. All right. Boom. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeehaw! All right. Dukes of Hazzard flying through the air. All right. So yeah. Okay. All right. So, people. All right, that's it for me. Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 266, Sunday, September 4th, 2023. We gave a 9 out of 10 to Lederhosen Marzen Beer by the Black Gold Brewery in Petrolia, Ontario, Canada, with Cube the Rubick. Birthday shout-outs, Dave Price, Candace Henry, Carol Johnson McFadden, Kristen Bohr, Kimberly Dawn, Maurice Byers, Brian Bomer, Shelley Ambrose, Tim Bernard, Dave Granger, Paul Horgoth, Kim Kelter, Tanya Sari, Teresa Carr, Doug Dunn. We did countdowns, local events. We talked about the movie Star Odyssey, plus my rant on Expendables 4. Talked about Dukes of Hazzard Season 6. Jake the Snake Roberts, Part 1. The career of Lou Ferrigno. Our classic Star Wars character, Jack Porkins. Our rockstar plane crashes, Jim Croce. Our 8-track Classics-Waylon Jennings, Are You Ready for the Country? This Week in Van Halen History. Our inspirational motivational quote, If a man has enough power, he can speak softly and everyone will listen. That's by Jake Roberts. Yeah. So, bongo solo. Boom. And, all right. Yeehaw! All right. So, you will definitely see me next weekend with Part 7 of the Dukes of Hazzard. And other stuff with a new craft beer review, new cigar. All right, people. Want to give shouts out once again. I want to say to the people that this broadcast is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms, which is a podcast too. Plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at YouTube.com. Shout out to you watching the Port Elgin Sarnia group, Sarnia Rocks. The Van Halen, Waylon Jennings, Hard Rock, Hair Metal, Classic Rock Group, Craft Beer, Cigars. Star Wars, Sci-Fi, Pro Wrestling, Blogspot, Classic TV and Movies. Birthdays, Bongos, Rubick, Dukes of Hazzard, Lou Ferrigno, Jake Roberts, Jim Croce, Waylon Jennings. All right, that's it for me. For Big Jims Blogcast Live, I'm Jims, Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 5.0, episode 266, Sunday, September 24th, 2023. Thank you for watching, and you will see me next weekend. So, cheers, everyone. All right. So, have a good one. Cheers. All right. So, Everybody carry on with your weekend, what you have left of it. So cheers, everyone.